Vaccine passport requirements and capacity limits were lifted in Ontario today. Residents no longer need a QR code to enter a restaurant, bar, gym, or sports game. Many businesses are welcoming the news, while others are taking a more cautious approach and keeping their vaccine requirements in place. Sylvie Lendvay reports.
The owner of Gate of India on James Street North in Hamilton says many of his customers are unvaccinated.
Hopefully, we're going to back all my regular face to see them again after 2 years,
The bartender at Five Star Cafe, also on James North, says some customers have been dining out on the patio, but they're eager to welcome them back in.
Opens up the doors. We can welcome more of our regular customers back that weren't. The QR codes did a lot of damage because a lot of people weren't able to update and get them. Even though we knew they were vaccinated, we couldn't let them in.
Businesses can keep the vaccine mandate in place if they wish. Orangetheory Fitness in Hamilton, North Burlington, and Fairview Street in Burlington have decided to divide classes into vaccine required and vaccine optional.
We look at the demographic right now. 100% of our member base has been vaccine required. And what we wanted to do was take a little bit of a slower approach to our class offerings, where it allows for our current member base as well as our returning member base and new members the opportunity to attend a different type of class that suits their personal preference.
But it's not permanent.
Our plan is over the next 30, 60, 90 days to be in a completely normal state, providing the climate, of course, continues to allow us to do so.
The Toronto Zoo is keeping its vaccine mandate. It's to protect the animals who can catch COVID.
The systems we've had in place have ensured our animals have not been exposed. And you see incidents across North America where snow leopards have passed away and infection in lions and gorillas. And you know what? There's so much we don't know about this virus. It's continually changed. So really embracing that precautionary principle, because these animal lives are precious and that's just not a risk we're willing to take.
The zoo will begin vaccinating over 130 animals that are high risk and then will lift the mandate likely by the end of April. Infectious disease expert Dr. Zane Chagla says lifting these vaccine mandates is not likely going to impact transmission in the community.
3 doses likely prevents a significant or some amount of transmission. It goes down to about 40% at protection from infection at about 15 weeks. People who've had 2 doses and gotten infected have some protection as well. But people with 2 doses that haven't gotten infected, are essentially as transmissible as someone that's not been vaccinated.
I think it's ideal to be vaccinated, but if those are folks who choose not to be, then I think we have to comply and, embrace them just the same. I'm tired of the divide, so I think we need to figure out a way to get through this all together.
You'll still have to wear a mask in indoor public spaces, but the Premier says they're looking to drop that mandate perhaps sometime after March break.